Hey everybody, Got Next Gaming here, and this is a playthrough of Ether 1. We're going to do a Let's Play here with this one. I did have some technical difficulties with my microphone, so the in-game audio as I was playing did not record or got cut out or something happened, I don't know. I'm not exactly certain here, so I'm going to go ahead and let the game play, and I will jump in spots here and there to kind of just talk about what's going on. Enjoy!
Hey, it's me. Listen, I'm sorry for the things I said earlier on. It's just, God, I really don't think you should go to that place. I don't think they care. Not like they should. And before you think it, I know how it feels to want to feel safe, to want more. You know I do it, but Jesus, do you know how they view you? Just another patient to squeeze money out of. Please. Don't go tonight. I'm freaking scared. For you and for me.
So I'm going to talk about this here for a quick second. I had not played this game at all when I started recording. I just downloaded it, I hit the start button, and I started playing. So I had no idea of the controls and the functions. I had no idea what to expect when I did this. And I think you can tell as I go around, I am the type of person when I do first-person games like this, I like to explore a little bit.
In the mid-19th century, advances in genetic and psychological sciences led to a series of astounding breakthroughs regarding the human genome. At the forefront of these experiments, the Ishin Initiative discovered and developed new ways of mapping the human mind, expanding the knowledge of our species.
I'm going to do my best here as we go through this game to try not to talk over the bits that they actually talk in when there's actual dialogue and stuff. And of course, you know, it is future me watching past me play this game, so it's going to be, I have to remember the parts where they were talking and try to remember not to talk so this way you can hear what's going on. And maybe I'll just keep quiet until the end of this whole thing here, and you can see what happens, and we'll talk about it at the end.
Is that? It is? Oh, this is excellent. We're so glad to have you back. My name is Dr. Edmonds, but you can call me Phyllis if you like. Right. There should be a register on the reception desk. So once you've signed in, grab the key card from the top drawer and head on down. You will need it to gain access to the lower floors.
Restoration procedure for patient
JN2057
will commence shortly. Staff are advised to prepare chambers for initial projection.
Well, it seems you best get a move on. There's plenty to do. And for you, plenty to see and discover. I'm going to be guiding you through the process of restoration this evening, and hopefully ensuring that nothing terrible happens to you, or our client. I'm in restoration chamber number 3. Now, if you don't mind, would you be a dear and head on down?
The Restorer. The next step in human evolution, an asset to society and the...
What we'll do is I'll actually try to read these parts out loud when we get to clipboards and his writing. Hey James, I've totally set up the greatest prank to get my McCarthy back this weekend, especially after what he did to my sandwich last week. I found out that he always works late on Saturday evenings, usually on his own maintenance within restoration chamber number 3. You are not going to believe what I've cooked up. I've replaced the fuse in the membrane power box with the wrong type. When McCarthy comes to power check on the chair, it's going to make a huge bang. He's going to be scared to death. Best prank yet. So yeah, I'm going to read these bits when they come up here and there, and try to interact a little bit as we go along. This way, can I get an idea of what I was thinking about too, possibly. There's the radio. Let's click it. We got some music. Very nice. I did find that the controls weren't as intuitive as I'd hoped, I guess. I've played my fair share of first-person type games, and some of the controls seemed to be the standard, but some of it was a little confusing to start with.
Century. A window into the minds of others and a tool to cure disease and illness. But it would be nothing without the likes of you. Right. Would you be a dear and help me with the setup? I need the electrical input for the Rembrandt installation rerouting. You can access it from that terminal over there.
So, identity file, Jean Thornton, 69, female, British citizen, a teacher, migrated to the U.S. in her 20s, only returned to the U.K. About 7 years ago, still retains a British passport and has confirmed to have been working as a teacher in Arizona for the past 30 years. Since returning, she has been residing in her town of birth, Pinwheel, Cornwall. I don't even know where that is. I gotta be completely honest to you. And let's see what else comes up. Jean Thornton, 69, Restoration 219, recommended treatment E1567, solution subscription and restoration therapy, dementia with Lewy bodies. Don't know what that is either.
To replace the fuse. You'll need to take the blown one out and replace it with the correct fuse. By the computers over there.
So here's the part where I said it wasn't very intuitive. This is kind of a good example. I apologize for fumbling around here with my inventory and stuff. Apparently you can only carry one item. I don't get that. Maybe you can carry more items later on. I'm not sure. But I found it to be a little frustrating as I was trying to figure out the control of it and to get rid of this key card, because I could place it down. I just couldn't figure out how to place it down right away as I messed around with it and finally got a handle on it. And then needed to get the fuse out. And then take the fuse out. At this point, I didn't remember, didn't remember reading that note of the prank earlier and had not realized that it was the wrong size fuse at first. This gets kind of comical, actually. Okay, easy stuff. Let's pop in the new fuse and get it to go. Oh, wait, what's this? A little note. Only accepts 300 amp fuses. Hey, what do you know? I grabbed the 75 because that's what I found in the box. Brilliant. Brilliant. And they say I'm intelligent. I want you to know that. They do tell me that I'm intelligent. Anyway, I'm going to fumble with the fuses and do a little juggling here for a little bit. Again, trying to get used to the controls as I just couldn't get a handle on it right away. I'll be better when we play this again the next time. Hopefully it might work for the next time as well, so you can kind of get my reaction as I'm playing, because it was quite comical listening to me play this as I was trying to figure it out along the way.
Jean is currently in a very delicate state. Our primary focus is to ensure that we clear this area of her mind of the plaque buildup that is causing the disease. In order to do that from within, we're going to need to use her own memories to reinforce the medical treatment she's receiving.
This part totally creeped me out with the whole thing kind of closing around me and everything else. I was just totally creeped out. And then this happens next.
Now, I know this may feel a little strange, being new technology, but please don't worry about it. We all get used to change eventually, don't we? It's time. And remember,
So yeah, bright white light, and then it goes black, and I'm completely spooked at this point. But what are you gonna do? I don't know. Totally creeped out here. What happens next? I mean, the tank filled up with this fluid, and then we get the white light, Carol Ann, and just darkness. So this went on for a little bit, and I was kind of sitting here going, "What's going on?" And then, whoa, white light again, and we're back.
Okay, listen up. You are in your case. You're probably going to come back here a lot, so please take some time to get acquainted with your surroundings. It keeps most restorers' sanity intact. For a short while, anyway.
Hey, future me again. So I was sitting here kind of looking around at this point, and this is where I started to figure out that you can carry one item, but you can place items here. Store items can be stored here. So there's like a bunch of these shelves in this room, and I was starting to realize that we can come back and forth, I guess, to this room to place items or store items. You'd have to go carry one with you and bring whatever you needed, and then come back for something else later on, I guess. I was starting to figure that out here, and of course I'm going to do some more exploring, so there'll be some of me running around trying to figure out what's going on here for a little bit. And since the triangle has been flashing in my face telling me to teleport out of my case, this might be a good time to do that now.
Our sole purpose this evening is to track the memory and pinpoint its location so we can cleanse it of any disease present. Everything you're seeing in front of you is a visual environment pieced together from our client's subconscious mind. Barren wastelands or an abstract painting reimagined. It's all completely tangible. All I can see are brain scans of tissue degradation confirming my previous diagnosis of dementia. Both are incredibly important if we are to succeed and understand our client's needs. Now, if you just give me a second, I'll have some more details for you. Feel free to explore in the meantime. readings indicate that the central focus of this memory is located below you, in an old abandoned mine known as Devlin. Entry 95D in our client's memory journal indicates that an accident occurred affecting them in a meaningful way.
I feel a note coming up. There it is. Unease in the mine. Mr. Moran has come to my attention during my inspection of the mining facilities here at the Devlin that many of the workers in the pit are unsettled, uneasy, and as a result unproductive. There is clearly a correlation between the pitiful working conditions that these men have to endure and their motivation to do productive and worthwhile work. Lifts and descent devices are clearly in disrepair. Ventilation in the chambers below are blocked, causing fume and smoke buildup. With these issues and more in mind, it is with my sincere apology that I have decided that Devlin Mine should close temporarily until these issues meet the standards required by your governing union body. Yay.
It's worth noting that if you feel an item might be useful later on in your journey, and you have no use for it now, you can always store it in the case and collect it at any time.
And my suspicions have been confirmed. We can go back and forth to put stuff back in as we need it. And we have another note here to read. Oh god, I am such an idiot. I borrowed the air compression manual in order to make repairs in the mine, and I left it down past the blast doors. Steve has warned me so many times about being forgetful. I just hope I can get it back before it gets lost forever. I can't afford for any of my wage to be clocked this week. Dan. Such an idiot, Dan. So this seemed like a good spot to put a break in this episode. I am enjoying it so far. I'm trying to get used to the controls as it wasn't as intuitive as I had hoped for. But you learn as you go, and it's not too bad. I am enjoying it. I will bring at least one more episode. If you guys like it, please leave your comments in the fields below. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. And share this with your friends. We will see you in the next episode for at least one more of these. And I want to thank you guys always for the support. See you soon.